We are just days away from the NFL's Championship Sunday, which is honestly going to be something interesting in potential because the previous weekends of football was arguably the greatest weekend of NFL football in history due to how close the games were. One of those games that really amazed people was that of the 49ers pulling off the upset of the Packers and their star quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. And now they're getting ready to take on the Rams, and many are considering them a favorite. Allow us to show you Rick Spielman on the 49ers. They have something unique from the remaining playoff teams. 4. Rick Spielman on Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is arguably the biggest wildcard in this NFC Championship matchup, and for good reason. The Rams and 49ers defense are sure to get pressure on their opponents' quarterbacks as they did in the divisional round. But in terms of pure quarterback play, Matthew Stafford played great and helped clinch the game against the Bucs last week, while Jimmy Garoppolo honestly just helped keep the team in the game in his own way, while the defensive and the special teams did most of the work, including scoring their solo touchdown in the match. But if you ask former Vikings GM Rick Spielman, he doesn't think that Jimmy G is going to hold them back. Rather, he feels he has a maturity to him that allows him to click with his team no matter what the situation and help them in ways beyond being just the quarterback. And he's not alone in thinking that the 49ers might have a chance to win this, as the team has beaten the Rams 6 times in a row in the last few years, including twice this season. So if they did it before, they should be able to do it again. Number 3, the Rams want revenge. After the 49ers came back and beat the Rams in Week 18, George Kittle revealed a little of the trash talk he heard during the game and offered some of his own. Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris referenced it yesterday during his session with the media. He came out and talked about the body bag game last week, and he put us in one, and now it's our time to pay him back. We don't look at it like bulletin board material or anything like that. He's a really fun player to play against because of his competitiveness, his toughness, and we can't wait to go out there and try and make some plays. Raheem Morris has been around the league long enough to know that if you say something about one of the other team's best players and use the words "pay him back," it's going to wind up on a bulletin board somewhere. For his part, Kittle didn't take the bait when asked about Morris's comments, except to say, if you have to find inspiration to play, it is what it is. Indeed, and that is what is making so many interested in this title match. 2. The storylines. Whenever two division rivals have previously met in the NFL's postseason, storytellers agree up one narrative in unique circumstances. If either of the two teams won both of the regular season matchups, the implied idea is that the team simply cannot win again. TV commentators and reporters parrot it up and down. Random, cherry-picked statistics bear it out as an abject impossibility, regardless of context. Because guess what? It's hard to beat one team 3 times in 1 year, for some reason. No, we don't need to explain. This is football, a serious game, and in football, you cannot win against a team 3 times in the same year. This is the situation the Rams face against the 49ers in this Sunday's NFC Championship game. Los Angeles, a 3.5 favorite to advance to Super Bowl 56 at Tipico Sportsbook, lost to San Francisco in both scheduled matchups this year. The first time a 31-10 Monday Night Football team beatdown, and the second a 27-24 overtime victory in SoFi Stadium, the site of this Sunday's game that let the 49ers sneak into the playoffs. While the score wasn't as indicative of the play in the former, it's also not as if the 49ers completely dominated the Rams. On that merit, those Rams, who are hitting on all cylinders now, should only be able to overcome their woes only because you do not beat a team 3 times in 1 season. It won't be because Matthew Stafford has found a new comfort level. No, it'll be that you do not beat a team 3 times in 1 season, or at least that's what many think. It won't be because Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey, among others on a stacked Rams defense, will make life hell for Jimmy G. No, it'll be that you do not beat a team 3 times in 1 season. Never mind that. Technically, the Rams lost to the 49ers twice in 2021. so San Francisco doesn't even have to worry about this hex in 2022, just yet. But does history bear this nugget out as anything of statistical significance? Have teams routinely failed to sweep their division rivals once it came to a playoff battle? In a word, no. From 1970 to 2020, 50 years of pro football to be exact, the NFL team who won both regular season matchups is 14-8 in all playoff rematches. To be specific to this weekend more than anything, that includes 3 conference championship games in the NFL's current format. The Steelers over the Ravens for AFC in 2008, the Titans over the Jaguars for the AFC in 99, and the Giants over Washington football team in 1986. While the previous loser did eventually enjoy some measure of redemption, roughly 63% of these playoff battles ending in a third defeat is not a number to overlook. In most cases, the owner of the season sweep did come out on top again, owning authentic piece of bragging rights hardware and a point of pride in a hard-fought rivalry. If it's any consolation to the Rams, they need not worry about narratives. They're more than capable of beating the 49ers just on their talent. You don't reach the penultimate weekend of NFL football if you aren't a quality team. In recent, less consequential matchups, the Saints finished a sweep of the Panthers with a wild card game victory in 2017. But Tom Brady's Buccaneers did break the Saints' hold over them in the divisional round last year. It truly isn't that hard to beat a team 3 times. What will be difficult is beating a team 7 straight times, which is also laid out on a platter for the 49ers, as the Rams haven't won against San Francisco since 2018. If the Rams already fell to the 49ers twice in the last 3 months, who's to say it doesn't happen in SoFi Stadium again, with higher stakes based on a hokey and false cliche? Exactly, we don't know, and the storylines that are continuing to grow from this game are interesting to say the least. But no matter who wins, a grand Super Bowl awaits us all. Number 1. The deserving and the committed. There are many fans out there right now who aren't just waiting to watch these 2 title matches, but they're waiting to see who wins them and goes to the Super Bowl. Not just because it'll likely be a fun Super Bowl no matter what, but 3 of the 4 teams haven't won a Super Bowl in a very long time, if ever. Bengals. So, there's intriguing elements right there. What's more, we have a variety of quarterbacks who are aiming to take the title. The oldest whom is Matthew Stafford, who would be reaching his first ever Super Bowl if he beats the 49ers. Jimmy G and Patrick Mahomes, their story is about redemption. Both of them won a Super Bowl and lost it. One in dramatic fashion, Jimmy G, and one in soul-crushing fashion, Mahomes. And then you have Joe Burrow, the number 1 draft pick from LSU, who has elevated the Bengals and led them to the AFC Championship game in his 2nd year in the league. He wants to shed off the underdog label that has been put on the Bengals, and getting them to the Super Bowl will do just that. So all in all, fans have a lot to look forward to, wouldn't you say? So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the San Francisco 49ers and how they are shaping up for the NFC title match against the Los Angeles Rams? Who do you personally have in this game to win it and go to the Super Bowl? Do you agree with Rick Spielman on how Jimmy G might just be the intangible of sorts to help them break through despite not being the best around? Let us know in the comments section down below, and we'll see you on the next time on this channel.